Hello people of YouTube, it's Deepak here, and welcome to the DCS news for the 2nd of December 2023. I hope you all enjoyed that, my most recent tutorial in my Vegan series. That one was all about the RB05A air-to-ground and air-to-sea and air-to-air missile. Welcome everybody to the stream. Welcome Orleans Junkie, Eagle Wings, Tog, Tea Kettle Barbecue, Tech Gaming 45, John Bluer, Pink Floyd, Leo Netzel, Fighter Jets HQ, and Byron Farrow. Welcome everybody to the stream. Is this actually live? I actually can't tell. Can everybody hear me and see me? I'm just double checking. My stream display is looking a little bit weird right now. Yes, yeah, we are live. Excellent. Welcome to the stream, Nico, as well. So yeah, that's one of the many missiles, guided missiles, that the Viggen can carry. It has quite a variety of ones which can be used, but also can be used in air-to-air. I'm going to be covering the air-to-air stuff later, but you've got, I think, 3 different variants of the Sidewinder. The RB05A can also be used in air-to-air mode, and of course, so can the Maverick missiles, of which there are also 3 variants. So yes. Lots and lots of fun stuff. Welcome to the stream, SeanIam81 and Byron Farrow. Oh yeah, you were just saying that everything seems okay. Fantastic. I had like a false start. I began my intro and then realised I hadn't pushed the button to go live. So that was me actually doing the intro for the second time tonight. This time you could all actually hear me. Fantastic. So yeah, the series on the Viggen will continue. There's a bunch more interesting weapons and other bits and bobs. But today, I have a bonus video, and this is a bonus Viggen video. If you would all care to subscribe, like, and comment, as I always ask you to do, you do me a solid and hit that thumbs up. Once we hit 50 likes on today's video, then I will immediately set that bonus Viggen video live. So that's a little treat for you all if you don't mind hitting that magical button. RB04 is my favourite. It looks pretty cool, says SeanIam81. I've actually seen those missiles in person here in Sweden in various aviation museums. They're very, very cool looking. John Bluer, only professionalism here. Yeah, absolutely. Oh dear. Yes, John Bluer's already done a solid, but he's going to try again. Fair enough. Yeah, if you can all hit that magical button, that'd be fantastic. And once we hit 50, I will immediately publish another Viggen video for your enjoyment. So, Tea Kettle Barbecue, doing a solid right now. Fantastic. I'm glad. I need to make t-shirts or something. So anyway, on with the Eagle Dynamics newsletter that we have every week. This is yesterday's one from the 1st of December. Dear fighter pilots, partners, and friends, the DCS Autumn Sale ends on the 3rd of December, that's tomorrow, at 23:59 GMT. Please take this grand opportunity and enjoy up to 50% off most of our popular modules. Shop now. We updated the DCS stable version this week, and maybe they shouldn't have, but they did. And it included all the latest and greatest features from our most recent open beta. We continue the development and updates to the Kh-29 and X-25, or in Latin characters, KH, or is that in, no, that would be in Cyrillic characters. Anyway, Kh-29, Kh-25 family of air-to-surface missiles. Please read the details below and stay tuned. Yeah, the multiplayer is still somewhat problematic. The other thing that I find a little bit weird is that they didn't, in the open beta change notes at the very top, they have like known issues, and they mention the fact that the multiplayer is now unstable, and at the top of the change log for the stable version, that warning is removed, despite the problems still being there. So I kind of don't know what they're up to here. I was very, very surprised to see that stable was updated, including all of the broken multiplayer stuff. I don't know what Eagle are doing right now. But anyway, I know that they are very much actively working on this just now. So I think we can assume it will be fixed quite soon. I still think it's a bit of a bizarre decision to update your stable version when you know fine well what you're updating it to is not stable. The live finals of the annual Virpal Controls Shadows Trophy 2023 will take place on the 2nd of December at 1700 GMT. Please visit and support 36 of the finest DCS helicopter pilots from 13 countries as they compete for their space on the podium and grand prizes from Virpal Controls and Eagle Dynamics. Join the helicopter madness. Thank you for your passion and support. Yours sincerely, Eagle Dynamics. Tea Kettle Barbecue. I clicked like. Don't know what you lot were thinking I was doing. Welcome to the stream, Charts. Welcome. A Vaffer. Very good to have you aboard. Tech Gaming 45. Does Eagle know what they are doing? I think a lot of the time they do. They do a lot of really, really good stuff. So you guys know me by now. I'm not a particularly Eagle basher. I like the product. I think it's a great product. But every now and then they do something that makes me scratch my head, and this is one of the examples of that. This is a weird decision. Anyway, awesome sale, up to 50% discount. I'm not going to read these again because we've already gone over these like twice now. But if you are thinking of buying some DCS modules, now is the time. You're going to want to grab some of these just now when they are nicely discounted. Nice to see the Apache in here. So I definitely recommend the Apache. Definitely recommend the Thunder. Definitely recommend the Tomcat. Yeah, these are really, really cool. And pre-order for the F4 if you would like to. Then we have the Kh-29 or X-29 Advanced Weapons Dynamics. This is a development update for a guided missile that many of the Soviet/Russian aircraft can fire. Following a review of weapon development processes and available materials, we've developed improved and more accurate modelling of the Kh-29 air-to-surface guided missile. In particular, the aerodynamic characteristics have been refined. The Seeker model has also been reworked to more accurately reflect the restrictions on target acquisition based on target range, maximum gimbal angles, and angular target velocity. A realistic model of the guidance and stabilization system has been introduced that also accounts for the modelling of actuators, animation of fins, and seeker movements. Guidance is a sequential combination of 3 different methods that increase the target probability of kill. At the initial phase, homing is provided with a constant bearing angle, about plus 6 degrees, to increase the approach angle to the target. This is clearly noticeable when launching from low altitudes, less than 500 meters, where the missile will perform a lofting trajectory. When the required angle of the line of sight inclination to the horizon in the vertical plane is reached, 23 degrees maximum, it switches to an intermediate mode with a constant G. And number 3, once the angle between the missile axis and the target direction becomes less than 8 degrees, a transition to proportional navigational guidance occurs. This is the terminal guidance phase. In the next update, similar improvements will be brought to the Kh-25 family of missiles. In the included screenshot, you can see the first phase of guidance, in which the missile lofts whilst the missile seeker is pointed down towards the target. Very nice. John Bluer, whenever I get a notification for a stable update, I feel a sense of disappointment akin to opening a packet of crisps and finding 90% air. Pink Floyd, love the Kh-29, need it on the Ka-50. Which is the one that we have on the Ka-50? The Ka-50 does have a kind of weird laser-guided missile on it, which I forget the name of now. Mr. Yeti, welcome to the stream. So yeah, a quick reminder, everybody, once we hit 50 likes on this video, I have an additional bonus vegan video that I will set live. And then we have Shadow Trophy 2023, Virpal Tournament Finale. This Saturday, 2nd of December, that's today, DCS helicopter pilots will complete for premium Virpal hardware and modules from Eagle Dynamics. Please note that the tournament organisers have prepared an audience contest with a Virpal Store €100 coupon up for grabs. Join the live broadcast on the official YouTube channel at Virpal Controls and answer the question to enter in the prize draw. We hope you enjoyed the DCS Autumn Sale 2023 and found something truly special. Please stay tuned for more weapons updates and make sure to show your support at the Virpal Shadow Trophy Tournament 2023 final. Thank you again for your passion and support. Kh-25. Oh, okay, so that is the one that's getting updated then. Okay, very nice. John Bloor, you have to stick the laser in a different mode or something. I've barely used the things. I haven't really used them since the original Black Shark module, but yes, you flip the laser designator into a kind of laser. Normally it's in like a kind of mesh hex pattern thing. No, mesh pattern. And then you have to flip it into just a normal beam riding mode. It's not a laser designator, though, even in that mode. It still is doing something weird. Welcome to the stream, Mark S. Welcome, welcome. So, that was the newsletter for this week. A bunch of interesting bits and bobs. However, even more interesting, just one day ago, our man, Daddy Wags, posted this. And I've got to say, the grass is looking amazing with the rotor downwash here. This is the very first video that we've seen of the fire control radar in the Apache in action. This is just an introduction video, so it's not a tutorial. He doesn't really show us that much of how it works, but he does demonstrate its basic capabilities. And its basic capabilities are kind of amazing, and it's also very highly automated. If I remember correctly from the video, it can pick up something like up to 256 targets. Am I remembering that right? Is that what he says? But it only displays the top 16 in priority order. 128, sorry. So yeah, it'll scan for up to 128 targets, including the ability to automatically categorize them based on their radar returns. And then the top 16 highest priority targets are displayed on your multifunction display. It's very, very nice. Pink Floyd, so that's the Death Donut. Yes, this is our first demonstration of the Death Donut. He also talks about the interferometer, which is also a very, very interesting piece of kit that's integrated into the mast. But he doesn't demonstrate that in this video. Chandra Hedgevald, welcome to the stream. Good to have you aboard. So, yeah, we're going to give it a moment. Yeah, he gives us a little arrow pointing at the radar, the fire control radar. And in just a moment, we're going to see it in action. I don't know if I'd be flying this low in this kind of close proximity to trees and masts and things. It's a bit scary, but he clearly has the skills. Leonetzel, is this the same as on the Kiowa? Kiowa doesn't have a radar, so no. Here we go. You can see him doing a scan here, and that's the fire control screen, page, I guess you would call it. And yep, does a bunch of scans, and then it displays the top 16, the diamond being top priority and the upside down triangle being your secondary target. So it even automatically selects what should be your primary target, which is rather cool. That's also displayed on the TSD. And as you can see by the different symbology, it is categorizing those radar returns. So it even knows roughly what the thing is that it's scanned, which is very cool. And yeah, you can do single shots, so you can do like a single scan and then display the results, or you can do continuous scans. Only downside with a continuous scan is that each previous scan is discarded. So I guess it would potentially be possible to lose contacts. So yeah, you can see him actually moving the switch on the TEDAC each time he's doing a scan. Very, very cool. And of course, this information can be fed over the data link as well. Pink Floyd, I'm jealous of the people who can really manage the Apache. They make it look so cool. It is a pretty complex machine. I've played around with it a bit, but I do intend to get more deep into it. I wonder what these symbols up here are. These RA triangles. I wonder if that's something from the interferometer or not. John Blair, I was vaguely told by an Kh-64D pilot that the RFI gives you the ability to kill an emitting threat in seconds, or to that effect. I know it's sensitive gear though. Yeah, so it's basically able to generate positions based on emitters, which is very, very cool. Eagle Wings, it would seem the Hellfire missile would be a common weapon configuration to enjoy the FCR in the Apache. Well, you can see here at the end of the video, he demonstrates basically automatically lobbing Hellfire after Hellfire at these radar-based targets. It's not a coincidence that a standard loadout on the Apache is 16 Hellfires, and that the prioritization on the radar is the top 16 targets. That's not a coincidence, I think. I think it's kind of designed so that you can do a scan, pick up 16 targets, then just go fire, 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 times 16. And then 16 vehicles in front of you just go boom, 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 boom. So yeah, it's an impressive capability, and I'm happy to see that that is in fact coming to the aircraft now. John Blue, Apache is a blast. I'm not up to speed with the data link stuff, but both front and back seat is extremely fun. Nico, how to be lobbyist US Army style? Yes. Cool. So, moving on. Well, actually, sorry, I should say, go ahead and check out Matt Wagner's channel. He always has fantastic videos like this, showing off features before we get them. This is a really exciting one. I know that the radar and the interferometer are kind of their priority just now. So, that is the Apache developer group within Eagle Dynamics. This is what we're expecting to see next. So, exciting stuff. Exciting. Moving on, we have a little bit of news from Heatblur about the F4 Phantom. This was posted on Hoggit, I believe, but it comes directly from Cobra at Heatblur Simulations. So, right now it looks more likely that we'll land on the other side of the new year, but there'll be more details on what we're still working on in an update pretty soon. We're working as hard and as fast as we possibly can. That's what she said. We have set a winter release window. That is what is listed on the store page and what we're working around. The amount of complexity in the F4 outmatches even that of the F14, and as soon as we added some of these things, including some around fall, things became less clear. That change was implied and was communicated through winter already, or so I'd hoped. This is already a 12-hour-a-day, 7 days a week endeavour for some of us. The sooner, the better. So yes, they very much intend to get the F4 to us as soon as possible, but it's starting to look like that's going to be closer towards March, which was the kind of that's what they've confirmed for the end of winter in any case. They had some other actual comments here as well. Yeah, so he also went on to say, yes, this can indeed stretch to basically the end of March. We're not doing it to be mean or to false hype or create unnecessary stress on ourselves. We just need to have a broader window so we know what we can try to put the quality of the product as the number one thing. In the end, everything else is secondary. Some of the stuff we're doing is the hardest and toughest stuff we've ever done. For example, Jester V2 and making him fully scriptable. We just have to try and hope that in the long run it will matter and that you will think it's been worth it too. I'd also like to just note that keep in mind that we as people, developers, enthusiasts, and a company that needs to release products and stay in business are incentivized to get it to you as soon as possible. There's no reality in which we're better off releasing it later or delaying or causing you pain or annoyance. In fact, I'd argue that we're the ones that are most incentivized to release as soon as possible for our own mental health, finances, and excitement about wrapping up the F14 and what lies beyond. We operate at a loss currently. Meaning that not only do we draw your ire by pushing towards the tail end of our window, but we also continue to accrue risk. But in the end, again, the product is what matters, and I don't ever want to be in a position where I'm ashamed to launch something. And again, that was Cobra. So I think that's great. I think it's a really good approach to this. So, yep, hopefully we can all agree that I'm sure it'll be well worth it when it comes out and we have it in our hands. Eagle Wings, I hope we get the Apache as a 2023 Christmas gift. Well, if someone's buying it for you, I'm sure. I don't think Eagle's going to buy it for you. Yeah, John Blur, the Kiowa mast sensor is more akin to the TADS. It's a television, infrared, and laser designator rather than a radar. That is indeed correct. I don't know what they call it. Do they call it the Death Star? I'm not sure. But anyway, yeah, that ball with an eye is an optical sensor on the Kiowa. Pink Floyd, they can't leave the releases empty until March. Hasn't there been nothing since June? Well, who knows? Polychop did say that we should expect the Kiowa Warrior this year. I don't know if they're going to be able to stick to that or not, but it's certainly what they most recently told us. Charts, F4E, agreed. I'd rather wait for a detailed product and complete. Yeah, I'm on board there. Heatblur have always released really good products, and I'm prepared to wait just a little bit longer to see this one come out of the oven ready. So, Very, very nice. Moving on, more module news, this time from Razbam, coming via X, formerly known as Twitter, otherwise known as that place where Elon Musk says racist things. This is Roy Zambrano. Would it be a flogging 2024? And then shows us this fancy picture of the MiG-23 flogger. Looking very nice. Very, very nice detailed model we've got here. And then one of the top replies was 2024, the year of the flog. And Ron replies, not until further notice, we'll see. So he's not he's not confirming a release in 2024 at this time. John Blur, the Apache FCR is one of the most advanced radars ever, from my knowledge. It has ground-moving target on top, as well as an air-to-air mode. It can even classify and prioritize targets. The automation for me is kind of the most impressive part. It is a very, very it's a millimeter wave radar, so it's scanning. It's a very, very high resolution, and it can. I got blurry, says Pink Floyd. Ooh, oh no. Hopefully things are normal again just now. Sometimes YouTube has little hiccups on their ingress servers. It has this ability to scan a ground vehicle and then basically tell you what it is, which is kind of incredible. John Blur, well, ever, for when it's developed, I'm sure there's some crazy stuff that exists now. Yes. Fantastic. So yeah, the Apache radar is super cool, and for me it is the automation that's the most impressive part of it. Speaking about an aircraft that has basically no automation is this air. Oh, I see what you're talking about actually. Yeah, my camera went fuzzy. Okay, right. That's just the autofocus. I guess it's picking up my microphone instead of my face from time to time. MiG-23 Flogger, of course, has very, very little automation in it. This is definitely a Cold War aircraft. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know what chat are talking about. Another quick reminder, I have a bonus video tonight. If we can smash that like button and hit 50 likes during the course of the stream, I'll set it live. Failing that, I'll set it live later. So yeah, go ahead and smash that like button. You know you want to. In further news, we had this post from Baltic Dragon on Facebook, all about Kola Arctic Thunder campaign. So he says here with this nice screenshot, "Hey guys, today a short update on Arctic Thunder, the 2 Kola map developed by OrbX campaigns we're working on with reflected simulations. The skeletons of the missions are all set up, the script is nearly final, and the map is coming along nicely, and it's going to look amazing. However, in order to be able to finalize the scripts, we need some areas of the map to be completely final before we can start recording the voiceovers. And as always, we count on your help in this department. We are very happy with the missions so far. We came up with an interesting storyline, and you'll be able to play through it from 2 different perspectives, as a Finnish Hornet pilot, or as a US Air Force Viper pilot. The 2 storylines sometimes intersect, overlap, or just simply affect each other. We can't wait to show it to you." So, there you go. A little bit of an update from Baltic Dragon there on Facebook. Then, last little bit of news, module news. This one's a community one, and this actually comes to us via John Blur. It's a little bit of information about the OH6. They're demonstrating the fact that he has actually managed to set up an AI door gunner. In this case, it really is just a bloke sitting... A bloke sitting on the bench in the back of the helicopter, firing what looks to be like some kind of machine gun. He manages to hit this poor aircraft here, and it looks rather cool. Actually, let's grab that one more time. Here we go. Yep, OH6 door gunner. Keep in mind this is a community mod, and he's managed to do this without any access to the SDK. So rather impressive, I would say. Pure 109. Yep, they got him good. So there you go. That's a little update on the OH6, courtesy of John Blur. Thank you very much for sending that one my way. Hello. We've got someone. I actually don't speak very much Russian, but I think he's saying hello from Russia. Let me just double check that that's what he is indeed saying. Hello, everyone from Russia. There we go. That's exactly what he's saying. Yes, my Russian's not so good, but I recognised the word for Russia. So yes, Romeo, welcome to the stream. Pink Floyd, Cola for Christmas. Here's hoping. Here's hoping. That would be most pleasant. Yeah, the Cola map looks really cool, and of course it's kind of it's close to my heart, being somewhat close to where I actually live in real life. So it would be a bit of fun flying around in the Swedish parts of the map for sure, and it would be perfect, of course, for the Viggen, which you know, is the tutorial series I'm doing right now. The Viggen is a lot of fun, a lot of fun. Cool. So that is actually all the major news that I have for this week. It's a little bit of a quieter week this week. Romeo, thank you for translating as well. So yes, this is basically everything that we have for this week. So just another quick reminder, I do have a bonus video. I'll set it live a little bit later if we're not actually... if we're not hitting 50 likes, which it looks like we're not, and I would imagine that we're going to be seeing something kind of nice, hopefully, a little bit closer to the end of the year, in the form of the 2024 and beyond video from Eagle Dynamics. That will be most exciting. So yes, very much looking forward to all of that. So at this point, as I often do, I'm now going to pimp the VAF. The VAF, or the Virtual Air Force, is a virtual online squadron, originally started by myself and dotChuckles. We're an opt-in milsim style of squadron, and everybody is welcome to fly with us. If you look at the show notes below, you'll see a Discord link. Go ahead and click on that and hang out with the people at the VAF. We currently have dedicated squadrons for the Harrier, for the F-15, for the F-16, and the F-18. And we also have more generic squadrons. We have one fixed-wing squadron and one helicopter squadron for people who want to fly various different types of aircraft. We do sessions every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 PM UK time. And as I said, absolutely everybody is welcome to join us. I just happen to be the squadron leader for 3 Squadron in VAF, and that's the squadron that is dedicated to the Harrier, which of course is the finest aircraft. You know, what other aircraft can you take off and land from boats, you know, from fields, from airfields, from roads? It's just, you know, it's a choice aircraft. Come join us. It's going to be a laugh. So, that's basically everything that I have for this week. As I said, it's a little bit of a shorter news week. I've been Deepak. As always, posting a tutorial video every Saturday at 6:30 PM UK time. That's then always followed by the DCS news, which just happens to be this thing, what you're watching right now. Please remember to subscribe, like, and comment if you haven't already done so. Also, if you'd like to further support the channel, you have the option of joining Deepak's ground crew for a small monthly fee by clicking the join button below. Thank you very much to those of you who've already done so. It's a really big help to me and to the channel. Big shout out to Otto Thirst Blue, Byron Farrow, Storm Kimbari, Channel Right, Mangash, J.R. Walker, Chandra Hedgevald, Griff Nizzle, Mr. Yeti, Bread, Tier Zero, Tiger Moto, Sean IM81, Charts, John Blur, Mr. Craptacular, Tea Kettle Barbecue, Nero, Sandbox Code, Tog, Schmo78, Plucky Underdog, Issaid Pierre, Sebastian Romano, Springer11, Frantic Stone, and Pink Floyd. Late to the party, says Griff Nizzle. Did you see the pic Razbam put on about the flogger? Yes, indeed. Yes, we did. We saw that. John Bloor, OH6 and the H1G mod makers are working quite closely as well, which is great to see. That's very, very cool. Anything else here? Oh yeah, John Bloor, I joined in. I'd say I learnt how much I didn't know about the Harrier. It was really good to have you along. Thank you for joining our training session and joining 3 Squadron. Eagle Wings, is the Baltic and Reflected campaign coming with the Cola map? Or would it have to be bought separately? I actually don't know. I'm actually not really sure. It's ED, everything is bought separately, says Tog. Fighter Jets HQ, welcome to the stream. You've caught me actually basically at the end. That's pretty much all we had for this week. It's been a rather quiet news week. But I've got a bonus video for the Vigan. I'm going to go ahead and post it just after this stream. So stand by for that for a little bit more deep hack in your weekend. So, that's the end of the stream. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Fly safe, and I'll see you all next time. Ta-ta!